Grand Rising, guys. Happy Friday. It is a day at home. I am tired and I'm just gonna start with some coffee. It's like 9:30 in the morning and that is me waking up late, you guys. Like the day is starting off late. It's crazy. My day usually starts at 3:30 or 4:30. Typically, I would like to start my day with some movement and some exercising, but my husband is using the studio space, so I am diving right into a book that I'm working on. And while I talk about the book that I'm currently working on, I will also inform you guys that I actually have a book being published and it will be released on Friday, the 28th. I will make a video about it, so keep your eyes opened. And this actually goes into the topic of today's video, and that is how to start working on a book that you illustrate, a book that you're the author of, where to begin. Even before you start thinking, well, how am I going to publish this book and who's going to edit my book or any of these things, you need to have an idea first. And you need to know how to bring this idea to life and which steps you need to take to start brainstorming even. And that is what we will go over today. There are several ways to do this. For me personally, I go with the flow. There is one project that I'm working on, which is a really big long-term project. It's going to be like a full novel. But when it comes to short stories and short books, I have the most fun working on those. And that's because it can be the most random, simple idea. And all you need to do is grab a piece of paper, a pen, a sketchbook, or an iPad, whatever you work on, and just at least make one drawing for it. Anything. It could just be a central idea, a rough idea, a main idea, whatever it is, make one drawing for it and just come up with a title that will probably change later, but it's a start. I watched this video of Miyazaki and how he kind of planned his movies and worked on his movies. And I think the thing that resonated with me the most was that he didn't really plan like the whole thing, right? Like a lot of the scenes, they were just like in the flow, they just kind of happened. They're like, well, what if we do this? Well, what if we do that? And the same thing applies to your book. If you're working on a book and you're like, I gotta have like the whole book laid out, yes, that is one way to go about it. But if you're feeling stuck and you're the type of person who just kind of, like gets these random ideas, those random ideas are probably the best ideas. So make a drawing for them, write down your notes for them, anything that will at the end probably find its way to come together. So this drawing that you've seen me working on, or this illustration, I actually only have the title for this book and this first drawing that I'm working on. I have no idea what the second page is gonna look like. I have no idea, what the end is gonna look like, but it was just a random thought that popped into my head and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna write a book about it. And then I was like, let me at least start with one illustration and just see how it feels, see what the atmosphere is gonna be like, and maybe it'll help me make the rest of the book. Something else I do is I don't just stay in one place and draw. I will move around. I will change my environment. I mean, not very drastically, like I'm moving from my desk to the kitchen counter, but it's still refreshing. It's nice. You get to get up, you get to move a little, walk a little, and it's just a change of scenery. And it does help if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling frustrated. And don't forget, moving to the kitchen, you're closer to the food, which always helps. Something else that's important is to work on your dreams, work on your goals consistently. Like, don't just work on it like once a month, right? Like, you should have a consistent schedule. For me, most of my work on my books happen on my days off. So 2 days a week, most of the day is dedicated towards working on my books. The rest of the week, like the work week, I'm busy with the kids, I'm busy with work, I'm busy with, even the kids like drop off to school, pick up, cooking, cleaning, but I'll still find time to sketch at night sometimes. So the bulk of the serious work though is the day off. Now, because I have multiple projects I'm working on, I make sure to get a little bit of work done on each project. So short book in the morning, now I'm getting some work done with my writing. And this is the novel that I was talking about. This one is obviously a little bit more complicated. I can make another video about it just to show you guys what I have done so far and some of my writing pieces too. With my writing, I honestly come back and forth to it. So typically I'll write like a chapter and then I'll come back to it later at night because my ideas aren't constantly flowing, right? Like if I'm feeling stuck in my writing, I will take a pause, I will go to my sketchbook, and then later at night when I'm feeling a little bit more refreshed, I'll come back to my writing. Honestly, I think if you're working on a book or if you're working on some kind of a creative project, you shouldn't rush it. You shouldn't rush it and you shouldn't force it. Like if you're feeling stuck, take a pause because that pause might be what makes it great or it might make it drop. You never know. So with the sketchbook and free sketching time, there are so many things that happen with it. I sometimes end up making a character that I'm going to be actually using in my novel or in my short book. Or it's just free sketching time that I'm expressing myself and my feelings. Or I just get random ideas that I'm gonna add to the book or a character that I really like. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna add this character to my book. So many good things happen with free sketching time. And it's actually really, really vital and important to the projects that you work on as well. So I highly encourage it. Remember, you gotta start somewhere. Even if you have just one thought, one idea, jot it down, make a drawing, because that idea might flourish into something that's going to be totally amazing for your career and for your dreams. Well, guys, I think I should call it a day. I think this is the first time in the video that I've spoken directly to you guys, and it's not just like a voiceover and you're watching me draw. It's just been I slept in this morning and I just never kind of found that oomph for the day. I think I need to work out. I actually, it's not an I think, I know I have to work out. So maybe a pre-workout, get some movement in. It's this weather. Oh, I'm ready for spring. Are you guys ready for spring? Drop a comment down below, let me know if you are. It's been nice. It's been nice. I've spent pretty much all morning writing, drawing, and sketching, working on my book. It's just so much stuff happening, but it's nice when I can pace myself. So I do a little bit of work, do a little bit of writing, and then do a little bit of free sketching time. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you guys like what you see, hit that thumbs up. 2 thumbs up if there were 2 over there, and hit that subscribe button. Drop me a comment, let me know if you guys want to see something different. I know it's a lot of art, but I don't want to tell you guys just yet, but there is a trip coming up and I'm going to be vlogging it and I'm so excited about it, but that's for another time. Until next time, sending lots of love, lots of good vibes.